All right, guys. Hey, how's it going? Joseph Lackland here. It's about 10 minutes until Asia opens, and we're gonna be tracking some moves on the script for the open here. So let's get started. I'm gonna minimize this. The current setup in crude oil is short. So we have entered a couple of contracts here around the 92.5 area. The Nasdaq is long right now. So we were negative. The script just went positive here. You could see the blue is above the 0.5 here. So the blue is the positive prediction. Above 0.5 is a confident prediction. So the script is long here in Nasdaq. There was a sell signal in gold. So gold right here has been on a sell signal since about 47.56. I got here a little bit late, so I sold a couple contracts manually. So I got one here. I offered to scale up. The script is now on in all three markets, so the script will take over from here. So I mostly got the gold right. I should have more contracts on. The Nasdaq is right now, and the crude oil is definitely right. Short is the play here at 92.40, 92 half. So Asia is going to open in about 5 minutes. Hopefully, we will catch some decent action, and I'll be able to put together a good video for today. I did not get a chance to do this during the day today. The morning session was extremely choppy. I had a couple errors as well, so it didn't really make sense to put a whole video out with errors and me fixing everything on the fly. I figured I would just fix it up and then come back in here later tonight and see if I could catch some good footage. So let's get rid of this. And let's focus on the market. (6:55 p.m.), couple minutes to go. Now, sometimes things happen on the Asia Open, and sometimes they don't. It's hit or miss lately. Last year, I predominantly traded metals rather well during the Asian Open, and that trade has kind of died off. So this is definitely hurting my performance and game planning here lately. So we will see how the script does with this setup. Let's look at the candle chart. And Nasdaq is positive. It's on the all-time high. They're still buying, right? Still the massive FOMO to the upside. Gold has come off a little bit. Gold may trade, back down here to 46.90 tonight. I mean, it looks like it did all it was going to do on the rally side, and now it's going down, but we shall see for sure. And the crude oil is definitely finding some strength here. So we were going down in the middle of last week. Towards the end of last week, we have recovered, and we have started going the other way. So the tensions in the Persian Gulf are adding to the strength here in energy prices. If we look at the day, the gasoline did close higher. I mentioned that this morning. And the ES and Nasdaq are obviously on the all-time high. The gold is starting to trade down a little bit. The gold is the odd man out here, and crude oil now is following suit. So the gasoline was the strongest here, and crude oil is coming in close. So crude oil is playing a little catch up here. And crude oil has reversed fast. Here's the confirmation positive in Nasdaq. Working my stop in crude oil here. One minute to go. All right, crude oil is out. That leaves Nasdaq and gold. Let me keep an eye on the gold here because I've got the manual trade on. Crude oil might predict higher here. Script will enter long if it does. There's the crude. It entered on 2. It's waiting for the other 2. $92.43 is my stop. Asia is officially open. It's 7 o'clock. Okay, so the gold entered short. Nasdaq starting to trade down. Gold starting to trade down a little here too. Okay, there goes the gold. There's my first target here at 37. Okay, 37s are filled. Crude oil going up. Long to crude. Okay, crude oil now put the other half of its trade on, so it's got 4 contracts total now. I have 1 extra gold manual from the fill in before, so I'll see if I can cover at 37. We'll let the script trade the crude. Keep an eye on this Nasdaq here. Looks like the script got out of 2. I should get rid of another one. It's got 1 left. This buy signal here in Nasdaq is it's petering out quick. It's failing. Don't have a whole lot of volatility in these instruments at all. This is ultra low volatility. 6 points only in gold over the last 10-15 minutes. Nasdaq 20 points only. Very quiet for Nasdaq. Even CL's quiet. 30 cents for crude oil. That's quiet. This market is not really doing anything at all. Crude oil starting to move. Gold starting to downtick. Nasdaq starting to downtick. All right, Nasdaq sell signal right here. Crude oil starting to gain some strength. See if we can hit my first target for 36 cents here at 93.16. All right, I got one more target in the gold. Got two left. All right, so the crude oil market moved up a lot. Nasdaq starting to take a hit here. Gold took a hit. Market's moving a lot now. Ratcheting that stop up in crude, ratcheting the stop down in gold. $50 points in Nasdaq here. Definitely some kind of news came out right there. We'll read about it later. Still ratcheting stops here in the crude. Okay, the gold's out of the gold trade. It seems like the market moved a lot. It really didn't. It just hasn't really been moving. So this move looks a little worse than it actually is. But relatively speaking, this is a pretty big move for the last couple of hours. The volatility is still really low though. Stops ratcheting in crude and Nasdaq. Got $1.60 move now in crude. 100 handles in Nasdaq. 240 in crude now. 100 handles in Nasdaq. All right, so there goes the stop in Nasdaq. That was about 100 points. Let's see what I actually bought right there. 26,965, and I sold 27,056 and 27,028. So that was about 110 handles right there. The crude oil is still going. 95.06, 95.20. Stop keeps ratcheting up. They're buying the high tick. And we have now moved more in Asia than we have moved in the last couple of days. Oil moving up a lot. 400 ticks in oil. Nasdaq crashing now. Down another 100 handles. $97.10 just traded. in crude. Looks like I'm still chasing the market in crude with about a 40 tick stop based on the volatility here, about 40 ticks. That volatility is obviously going to go up, but I'm locked in at 40 ticks for now. Let's see what kind of volume's going off here. Lots of volume. All right. So I'm flat. I'm flat all markets. Going to take the chance to turn off the scripts for 1 second because the market's going crazy. All right, so that was a pretty good script demonstration for Asia. I did not expect there to be that much action, but we probably caught a news headline or something like it. That's why the market reacted the way it did. We'll read about it later. I'm going to get this video edited and uploaded to YouTube so you guys can see it, and I look forward to the next demonstration, hopefully in the middle of the day sometime tomorrow. You guys have a good night and take care. We'll see you next time.